We come to our final capitals, though much information's been removed, as we know. So in other poems, as history allows us, let's help the seed of a hidden continent grow. We're in rich farmland that meets the Nile, both blue and white, with uranium and water energy potential. Our outskirts are full of people fleeing civil war, where safety from flood and famine is essential. From 1840 to 1860, along with cotton, over 40,000 humans each year were sold. All kinder commodities have remained despite civil wars. We're one of Africa's leading producers of gold. Today our infrastructure is still poor, with thousands of squatters and no habitable room. Hydroelectricity would energize this nation, known as Sudan, with its capital, Khartoum. Situated on the Indian Ocean, we were a small 19th century fishing village. Our old capital, Mzazima, means healthy town, despite some internal warfare and pillage. This grew into a new name meaning haven of peace, the site of plantations that grew millet and maize. The indigenous people toiled, though not for themselves. Wherever humans conquer, brutality pays. If you can connect the words Zanzibar, Kilimanjaro, or Tanganyika, you will recognize our clan. Yes, we're the ecologically diverse Tanzania, and our capital is Dodoma, not Dar es Salaam. Founded by the UA in 1880, the year all Earth's immigrants ran to the continent, for adventurers and those seeking a better life, the future awaiting them here seemed provident. Local merchant women helped build our capital. There's no denying the economic part they played. Sadly, in 1914, while fighting a global war, Britain still found time to invade. Nasingabe Eyadema created a one-party state, closed borders with Ghana, severely affecting trade. When pressured, he refused to step down and instead held a celebratory parade. Since most presidencies in African countries last longer than a kingship for life, his son Foray fixed the constitution and later replaced Dad without trouble or strife. With his father's record of 38 years to beat, he'll be chosen by ministers, not by public vote. The country is Togo, the capital Lomé, electorate of the world, take note. There's no mention of the original inhabitants, though evidence shows that they were here long before. Their history has slowly been erased from our view, whether on wall scrolls or in tales of yore. Lebanese, Syrians, Phoenicians, and other Arabs fought bitterly for access from this location. That's why today, sitting firmly in Africa, we're still mistaken for a Middle Eastern nation. Some say we were founded in the 11th century, founded by the bigger weapon anyway, to say the least. Today our country is known as Tunisia, and our capital is simply Tunis. The name of our country sounds like our old kingdom, the name of our people, and the language we speak. We once learned a hard lesson in self-love and esteem, that it's better to be bold than meek. Like other countries, we were colonized by the British, who brought in poor immigrants to create yet more division, until one leader, some call a dictator, rubber-stamped an earlier decision, expulsion. On independence, we reclaimed our old capital and brought it back from the place called Entebbe. And yes, we've had our share of the world's spotlight with leaders called Obote, Amin, and Museveni. Our capital is named after a deer-like animal, with many found on the hill of Impala. If you haven't guessed it yet, with that set of clues, we are Uganda and our capital is Kampala. We're a young population of 19 million, set on a plateau where moderate seasons fall. We have some amazing rivers and lakes, like Mosi Watunya, the world's biggest waterfall. Kenneth Kaunda ruled 1964 to 1991. He created a one-party state, but poor economic strategies settled his 27-year political fate. A benign and much-loved leader, the election lost, he resigned gracefully. Now today, copper and emerald mining contribute to a slow but growing economy. We have over 70 different ethnicities, which for some countries might cause a fracas. But here in this nation, we can all agree our name is Zambia and our capital, Lusaka. If ambition and greed were a human, they'd be this man caught in heated desire. From working on his family's cotton plantation to seeing an entire continent as his empire. He changed our land's name to reflect his, Rhodesia, with a capital that was called Salisbury. Fortunes were made due to our vast resources as those invading became judge and jury. We're making efforts to create our own currency, and like everything in life, it's a battle. But part of progress is moving on and breaking those chains that have kept our people as indebted cattle. Our country's name means Great Stone Houses, reclaimed after colonialism in 1980. Last by no means least, our capital is Harare, and our ancient kingdom nation is Zimbabwe.